A lot. It was just cool to hear him talk and about his life experiences and how he views the world, and you realise what he's done outside of music and like in terms of charity and the people he's dealt with, like politically. He's just a huge personality, and it was unbelievable to hear him speak. Unbelievably intelligent and well articulated guy. It was just really cool evening.
Jacob, sounds like Andy's trying to not rebuild but reconnect you with the identity of the team and give a real sense of what Irish people can achieve on one stage by bringing in someone like Bono, and he's talked about the true Irish spirit and things like that. Is that a message that seems to be hitting home?
Yeah, definitely. I think Faz kind of wants to give us a bit of an identity, like you said, and he's doing that through our training, but also through things like getting to speak to Bono, and last night he talked about kind of like Irishness and what it means to be Irish and what's special about it. So I think that's definitely something that Faz is bringing in, and it's something that I think we as a team are really buying into, which is quite exciting.
Do you regret not asking him to sing though?
We actually
sang a little bit,
a wee bit for us anyway, so we did.
I can't say.
Oh, can't say. No, yeah, it's very secret.
Jeez, I wouldn't get in the wrong side of Bono.
Conor, how much of the two games last year have you kind of looked at and sort of brought into this week? I mean, like obviously having the first one being the first game of last year's campaign, the Six Nations, and then the warm-up to the World Cup. I mean, the two games that must have hurt.
Especially the one, or both of them, but especially the one in the summer. Two very different types of games. So we've looked at them. We obviously looked at the one last year from the first game of the Six Nations and took away a bit. We've touched on that a little bit this week. A lot of similar players, a lot of same players, maybe similar ways of playing. And we've looked at the summer game in patches. I think the summer game was just a strange one. If I'm honest, it was just it's a weird game, and a lot went wrong. So you think that the chances of that happening again are quite slim. So we focused a lot on ourselves as well this week. We were happy with our last performance and just trying to up that again. Just become a little bit more accurate, take a few more of those chances. We had a lot of chances in the first half of that Wales game that could have had a different look on the game at half time. So we're happy with where we're at, but looking to go up another level, which will be essential against England away.
Is there a change in mentality or approach, the fact that like you guys already have 2 wins from the opening 2 games now, as opposed to obviously last year when you had to try and recover from losing at home to England?
No, it's great that we have 2 wins and we've those games behind us. But England away, I don't think it would change any approach whether the 2 games went differently at the start. It's England away. It's a massive test match. They've had an unbelievable run, especially in the World Cup. They've had a tough opening to the Six Nations. France were really good. Their game against Scotland was massively affected by that storm. So they'll be looking to come back home to Twickenham and put in a really good performance and show people what they're capable of, and similar performances that they put in the World Cup, and they'll be really hungry for that. So our approach is England are a massively dangerous team, and we need to respect that, and that's how we treated this week.
Conor, what's it like having Paul Conor in cap this week?
Great, yeah. I haven't chatted to him too much. He's been lurking around, but for the lads who don't know him that well, just to be able to sit down and have a chat with him and listen to him, similar to Bono in a way, with just getting as much information out of him and knowledge as you can. So just having a guy like that with the presence he has and what he's done in the game is great to have around camp.
And Jacob, you obviously probably don't know Paul as much as Conor would, obviously. So what's it been like for you and other players who wouldn't know Paul that well?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd say I've only met him a couple of times, but again, I haven't really been getting to chat to him an awful lot, but it's clear to see the respect that he still has, around the camp and with the guys who played with him. And I suppose he's just kind of trying to get an idea, of what the culture is like and anything that we can be doing better. But yeah, I think it's been brilliant to have him about, and he's having a bit of crack with the lads as well, and he seems to be enjoying himself. So yeah, it's been good.
Jacob, where do you feel you are yourself now under the new head coach Andy Farrell? Do you still feel you're finding your feet in this team, or do you feel that or could you feel as well maybe like the back three are still yet to explode maybe under Andy Farrell?
I mean, I don't think we're finding our feet. You know, although me and Jordo are still pretty young. Bono not so much, he's not. But you know, like we don't have an awful lot of caps. But like, you know, we're still pretty experienced players, I'd say, at this point. And I think we're quite cohesive in the backfield, you know, and from looking from the first 2 rounds, I think things have been going pretty well. So yeah, look, we've still a lot to work on, and we still have to get that, you know, like 100%, you know, knowing where each other is without even, you know, telling each other. But yeah, we're definitely getting there, and I don't think it's a matter of finding feet in it anymore. I think it's about, you know, yeah, we're playing well, but we want to keep playing better, and we want to keep pushing, you know, to that very, very top level.